Hey, what's going on, guys? So, me and the family, we wanted to take a trip from Washington, D.C. We joined on 4 different railroad lines, and it was the Capital Limited, Empire Builder, Coast Starlight, and the Texas Eagle across the United States. So, from there, myself, Oshamari, and Dejada, we were able to see the landscape of this beautiful country that we live in today. So we jumped on the Amtrak. The Amtrak was pretty awesome. It was a double decker, so that means that it was a sleeper car that we stayed on. And from that sleeper car, we were able to have all types of amenities. From us backing out of the rail yard in Washington, D.C., we were able to see the development that's happening within that setting right there, as far as seeing the actual rail yard and seeing what's being developed outside of the rail yard with new buildings, apartments, condos, all those particular things. But anyway, there's no left and right when it comes down to the railroad because you only move in one direction. That's either north or south. So from there, we jumped over past Pittsburgh, through Cleveland, and to the Chi-Town. So in Chicago, it wasn't really that windy. It was really, really cold. So in the Union Station that we stayed in, we were able to order food and stay in the Metropolitan Lounge. And that Metropolitan Lounge is really family friendly because there's places for kids to go in, and there's places to eat inside that's available for those that are in sleeper cars, really. So the Care Bear was able to get herself some sleep, some needed sleep, and then we were able to order ourselves some food. And then from there, we were able to get the Red Cap service to the trains. The Red Cap service, they pick us up, they load in all of our bags, and then boom, we're right back in the train all over again. As far as the room setting, think of it as a barracks room. So it's very small and congested, but for us, it's enough seating for both of us and a little one, and a fold-out seat that turns into a full-size bed. And also we have a locker. So we kept going. We stopped in Minot. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Minot, North Dakota. And then from that location, we were able to stop, get out, walk around, stretch our legs. And then for me, personally, I was able to collect a postcard. I'm really big on collecting postcards from different places.
So, Ananuga, what are your thoughts on Minot, North Dakota?
It's a beautiful place. You can tell that this is an older town. So it's ran by things such as the railroad. You have a lot of railroad out here. Yeah. Probably industrial type building or something like that.
Is this your first time to North Dakota?
It's my first time in North Dakota.
What about you, Oshamari?
Yeah.
Is this your first time in North Dakota?
She says no pictures.
Oh.
As we were on the train, there's individual seating if you want to go to one place to another, and then as you go through the doors, you walk into the sleeper car. From there, there's plenty of eating opportunities where you have your dinner served to you. For me, I had the pasta and meatballs, and then it came with a salad. When I took a look outside, I was impressed. And why I was impressed? The views looked as if Bob Ross, rest his soul, painted that particular picture. So we stopped in Portland, Oregon. And in Portland, Oregon, my recommendation is if you're going to be on the train longer than 2 days, stop and get yourself a hotel. For me, I'm a 6-footer, so 6 feet plus some inches. So after being on the train for so many days, I would always recommend get a hotel, have some food from the area, take your shoes off, and find a place where you can take a shower and relax. As you wait in the train area, there's a red cap service that comes up to serve you from time to time. And that red cap service, those guys know where and when you're going to where you're going to. So for us, we were heading down and we were going into California. From there, we had times to get out, walk about, and then we proceeded on to the train. What I would say is there's a particular cart that's available. For us, there's the viewing cart where you can sit there and actually take a look outside to see all types of things. I remember seeing all types of wildlife when we were in Glacier National Park, and that's in Montana. And now we're on the coastline of California, and we're overlooking the Pacific as is given to us. Great thing about the Pacific, I didn't know there was a train that sat so close to the ocean, and looking out there as far as where that train line was going to, you was able to see a lot, even though you're only looking at water. Well, what we were looking at was how sublime that view was. I didn't know that we were that close to the edge of basically just tipping over and falling. But then again, it's a train, so it doesn't weigh 5 pounds. But outside of that, we kept working our way further south. We were able to see a number of different things, and we were heading in the direction of LA. As we got to LA, we got out. We had a red cap service take us from one train to the next train, where we waited in the lobby, and then we boarded our train. And from there, we boarded the Texas Eagle, if I'm not mistaken, in which it had plenty of baggage storage where you can throw your bags into. That's on the lower level of the train. If you live up on the upper deck of the train, that's where your rooms can be. You can still store your bags at the lower deck. So at the lower deck, you still have positive views for us. So in the breakdown of the rooms, you have the family room, which is the bigger room with the full-size bed. And then on the other rooms that are to the port and starboard, or the left and right of the train, those are sleeper liner type rooms. So you still get the same type of service, in which you'll be served dinner, lunch, breakfast as they give that to you, and drinks. You'll still have that afforded to you on the sleeper liner rooms. And if you have a family size room, there's only one room on the train that actually has that. We went from, on the Texas Eagle, we went from Los Angeles to Austin, Texas. And although we did not stop in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's that pretty much when it comes down to that.
Thank you for joining us as we travel on the Amtrak across the United States. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join us on our next adventure.